Okay, so hello Year 1, it's Miss Hat here and I'm going to be showing you the second part to your maths activity today. So you should have over here drawn the counters to fill in the part whole models over this side. Now over here, I've got another activity I'm going to show you. Now it says here there are 8 shapes in total. 3 of the shapes are squares, the rest are circles. Draw a picture to show this. Now I'm not going to do this one for you because this is the one you've been asked to do at home, but what I have got is I've made my own one and I've actually drawn a bar model. Now a bar model is very similar to a part whole model, it's just laid out slightly differently. Now this time it says I have 12 shapes, so that's my whole. So I need to actually write that on my bar here. There are 12 shapes, that is my whole. There are 4 circles. How many are squares? So the other bit of information I know is that 4 is one of the parts. So I've actually pre-made my 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know this part to my bar model. I need to find out how many are squares. I need to know how many there are squares there. So I'm actually just going to section off and I'm going to just create my bar model here. So here are my 4 parts for my 4 circles. I need to find out how many squares there are. So what do you think I need to do? If I know that this part is 4, the whole is 12, how am I going to work out this space here? Well, I could probably count on. I could count on from 4. I could go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I could probably count up how many squares I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now how could I check that 8 is my missing part? What could I do with these 2 numbers to check that my whole is 12? Well, I could add them all together. So I'm going to make sure that I add them all up to make sure I get to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can now turn this into an adding calculation. So my sum is 4 add 8 equals 12. Now your task today was for you to draw this out. So what you could probably do, instead of having counters, you could probably draw the 4 circles, and then that will help you to then work out the 8 for the missing part. So you could then draw your 8 here. These are obviously my very quick squares. And there you go. If you wanted to then prove it in your part whole model, because I know that's what you've been looking at, I wonder how you could then turn this bit of information into your part whole model as another way to prove it. Well, what do we know? What is the whole? Now we know that 12 is the whole, so I'm actually going to write the number 12 in my whole here, but you could probably draw circles or squares if you would like. And then we obviously need to do our parts. Now what are our 2 parts? Can we remember? One is 4 and the other part is 8. And there you have it. That is a good way to show and work out a missing number and to also present it in your part whole model as well. I hope you have a lovely day, Year 1s.